Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up the back side of our health inserts for our planners. And I've got these mild liners here ready to go, as well as this micron fine liner, these washi tapes I may use, this rub-on transfer set of letters, and these sticker books which I'll pull from. So I've already done the front side and the inside of this insert, and for the back I came across this weight loss infographic on Instagram. Just kind of came into my feed and I saved it. I took like a shot of it so that I could use it as inspiration for this backside page. So what I did is I did a little pre-planning and I tried to figure out exactly how I wanted to work this page out. I had some ideas for doing things on the diagonal and just kind of making it really fun and creative, but it really wasn't going to be practical when I wrote in the items that I wanted to have there at hand. So I decided to stick with a more linear format and I just have them in the same 4 groups as they are shown there on the infographic. I will link it below in the description, so if you are interested in getting a close-up of exactly what I was referencing, that is where it will be. So for now I am putting in the rub-on transfers and I'm spelling out the word weight. I was going to do weight loss across the top, but it was a little bit big and tight, and so I decided to do something similar to what I did on the front side. It says happy and healthy in a script font and then has goals next to it in this same font from the rub-on transfers, which I like the consistency of it since this whole insert has this rub-on transfer lettering. Also that script font kind of works with what's going on in the front and just ties everything together. So that's mainly why I chose to work with the same books as I did on the other pages, just so again it looks a little bit like one big insert, one piece, and everything feels cohesive. So like I said, I did some pre-planning, try to figure out exactly how I wanted to lay out this page, and did some stuff on a piece of wax paper ahead of time so that I could again work out where I was going to write things and what I needed to put in here. So I cut up the quote, which I got out of the Happy Goals sticker book. That has pretty much all of the stickers you're going to see here except for the 4 long boxes which came out of the Mom Mini sticker book. They're the same boxes I used for my cleaning schedule that I just set up a couple weeks ago. Basically, it's like a long strip that says what's for dinner at the front, and I just cut off that what's for dinner and use that long box for headers. Perfect size. I wish they actually did more of those kind of boxes in the Happy Planner, but I haven't come across any books with a lot of long boxes in it, except for the mom sticker books for some reason. So anyway, I cut those down and brought those in and then layered them with the 2 washis I'm using again on the front. The icons came from the Happy Goals sticker book, like I mentioned. I just tried to pull a few of those that matched up with the titles of the sections. So I've, like I said, cut up that quote at the top so it fits a little bit better in front of the word weight. And it used to say finding your happy, and now it just says find your happy, which I think works better overall for fit and makes more sense too. This is more of a reference sheet than it is anything else. In the past, on the back of my weight tracking and habit tracking inserts, I put a weight tracker, but it kind of went to waste, so I felt like having some guidance or something I could reference would be more beneficial this time around, just so that I could, look back at it all throughout the year and get little reminders of what will help me reach my weight loss goals. So I've already penciled in all of the line items for the categories, but I will be making some adjustments on the fly since I want some things to be a little bit higher and pushed out in a different space, and so I am making adjustments. It's not all set in stone just yet. It's kind of working through it as I lay things down on the page. So the first category that I've already put in there is nutrition, And so under this nutrition section, I have calorie deficit, which says your calorie deficit should be your target body weight in pounds times 12. And then the 80-20 rule, which is 20% of things that aren't very nutritious and the remaining 80% should be nutritious, healthy items. Protein with every meal, that's a big one for me since I tend to eat plant-based. It says to shoot for 1 gram of protein per pound of your target weight. That's a lot of protein for a vegetarian or vegan, but I have some strategies for adding more protein to my diet, and I'm going to try to get up to at least 80 grams of protein a day, which is sometimes even hard for me to achieve. And then finally, I have drinking 2 to 4 liters of water a day. That was actually under the recovery section, but felt it fit better under nutrition. So I pulled a couple of quotes in like a cursive writing there that tie in again with the top and also with whatever the category is. So for me, nutrition is my biggest challenge for weight loss. I have a sugar addiction for sure, and I've tried to break it a couple times and it works, but it never sticks. You know, like I'll finally break it for, I don't know, a month or two, and then I slowly start to introduce things again, and once I start to do that and break the seal on it, if you will, it's like an addict. I go right back to it. So that's one of my bigger challenges, is just trying to find balance in my nutrition. And so I put the word boundaries. I thought that was a good tie-in with where my main focus needs to be, is giving myself boundaries as far as food is concerned. Under that, I have the activity section, which is the idea of burning calories just throughout your day, moving more, getting more steps, doing things that aren't necessarily taxing on your heart or you to really get your blood pumping, but give you some benefit as far as burning energy in your body and hopefully eventually burning fat. It's more focused in on things like going for walks, cleaning, standing more, and like not taking the easy way out, if you will. So I thought that was good. I've used the word living there. I just thought that that was a good highlight word for what that is, which is basically like going about your day, living your day, but just doing it where you get a little bit more emphasis on activity and movement. Then I am now putting in the training section, and that one has the word defining next to it. Of course, I've used a lot of the quotes from that Happy Goals book already, so I just picked the best ones I had at my disposal, and I thought that those matched up well. For training, it has 2 main sections. It talks about strength training, which should be your primary focus, and then it also goes into like how many times a week you should do it and what you should do. And then cardio being definitely not something you rely on for weight loss, but to still have in your arsenal to help your body. I thought those were good tips. It's something that I sometimes ignore because I feel like strength training isn't doing that much at the time, but I know that the science is there that says that, you know, the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn and the higher your metabolism, which is where I really need some help. So again, just having it there as a constant reminder will help me keep my mind focused on that. And then finally we have recovery, and I chose the word nurturing to go with that. Nurturing our bodies is important, and taking care of yourself. So I've put that in, and then under that category they have getting enough sleep, some different kinds of self-care items, which include stretching, massage, foam rolling, meditation, those kind of things. So just again, good reminders for how to take care of yourself and your body. And I've altered these a little bit from what is there on the sheet, just so they made a little more sense to me. We're a little more condensed, but the main points are all the same. And okay, I've got the writing in, I've got everything kind of placed where I think it's going to go. So there's a few spaces I left open to figure out how I wanted to finish off this spread. I had the idea to put in this inch tape, which I think would have been really cute. It was just a little bit fat and thick for the space. Just didn't think it quite worked as well as I wanted it to because of all the other washi situations I had there on the spread. So I'm going to go back into the sticker book, see what else I can find in here. I also have this thin black washi that I use on the front cover that I haven't used yet, so I thought maybe I could bring that in, kind of tie it in with the rest. And then maybe add in here another quote about persistence, not perfection, which is definitely something I need a reminder of. Because once I start to go off the wagon, sometimes I just let it all just go. And it's good to stay focused on when you make a bad decision food-wise or don't exercise or whatever. It's good to just keep going back to the original plan, you know, refocus versus just letting things go and abandoning your plan. So that should be it, you guys. I'll just go ahead and add in a little bit more color with my highlighters that I pulled in matching colors to the headers. And once I'm done with that, you guys, we will be done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment too if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye!